large part of the book, The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie, is chemistry and poisons. For instance, cyanide, a real-life chemical and poison, is mentioned in the book. It is also sometimes the cause of a tropical form of diabetes. Another example of one of the poisons is phosphorus. Phosphorus comes in 4 colors: white, black, violet, and red. The book mentions phosphine, which is a molecular compound of phosphorus and hydrogen. Phosphine gas is used in the semiconductor industry to introduce phosphorus into silicon crystals. Phosphine cannot contaminate water or food. It can, however, be inhaled, and direct contact with the liquid form can cause frostbite. Another poison talked about in the book is hydrosulphuric acid. Hydrosulphuric acid is a molecular compound consisting of hydrogen and sulfur. Hydrosulphuric acid is soluble in water and is highly flammable. Another poison that was mentioned in the book was potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide is a poison that, when exposed to it, the chemicals affect your brain, heart, blood vessels, and your lungs. Potassium cyanide can be used to contaminate water and food, and it can be released into the air as fine droplets, aerosol, or fine particles. Another chemical in the book is arsen gas, but it's invisible. Arsen gas is produced when arsenic comes into contact with acid. It is most commonly used in the semiconductor and metals refining industry. Nitrogen peroxide is also a ninja chemical. Nitrogen peroxide is also called nitrogen dioxide, which is a gas that irritates the lungs and lowers resistance to respiratory infection. Urushiol is next on the list of poisons and irritants. Urushiol is a pale yellow oil derived from poison ivy. It is soluble in alcohol, ether, and benzene. And I'll just skip the pictures of the gross boils and rashes it causes. You may be wondering, what do all these chemicals have to do with the sweetness at the bottom of the pie? Here's a quote to prove to you the relevance. What intrigued me more than anything else was finding out the way in which everything, all of creation, all of it, was held together by invisible chemical bonds, inexplicable comfort in knowing that somewhere, even though we couldn't see it in our own world, there was real stability. This quote shows how chemical bonds, like the ones in the poisons, are connected to the book. It shows the curiosity of Flavia, and it shows her intrigue in the chemicals. The poisons are an important part of the sweetness at the bottom of the pie, because a murder is discovered that Flavia believes has occurred from a poison.